Translation. So translation is a type of transformation that refers to the shape just moving in direction it can go to the right or left and or up or down. So example 1, describe the translation of the pre-image to its image. So the example is like 1 unit left and 2 units down. So let's look at this. So notice, right, we have this is x and this is x prime, w and w prime. Maybe it's a little hard to see, but so this is the pre-image and this is the image on the left. So let's go ahead and describe it from the w, right? So we have this w right here, and we're going to go all the way to this one. So let's maybe erase all that so we can see it really well. I mean, we can keep this, and this is w prime. But, so to go from w to w prime, we need to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the same line, right? So 10 units to the left. And then how many units down? So we go 1, 2, 3. And 3 units down. So that's how we would describe it. It goes from 10 units to the left and 3 units down. So notice we can also go, let's go W, this Y here. So let's go down 3 units, go 1, 2, 3, and we need to go over 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see that we verified it by another point that this is indeed our answer. Oh, this was the and 3 units down. So let's look at the next example. Example 2. Triangle XYZ has the following vertices. So X, which is 3, 4, Y is 5 and -1, and Z is -2 and -3. First, we're going to draw the triangle. Then, if the triangle XYZ is translated 2 units to the left and 3 units up, which we can also show as kind of like this, where it's translated, right? The translation of -2 and 3. So, right, if we go to the left, that means we're becoming more negative. And if we're going up, it means we're becoming more positive. So that's why it's just +3. So what are the coordinates of the triangle's vertices? X prime, Y prime, Z prime. So we can go ahead and draw this out. So let's look at first the first triangle, the pre-image. So X is 3, 4. So we go over 3, then up 4. So here's our X. Y is 5 and -1. So we go over 5, down 1. So Y, and then Z is -2, -2, and then -3. So we just fill in the triangle. So now we need to go, right, if it's translated 2 units to the left and then 3 units up. So let's go ahead and draw this in red to kind of show. So let's look at X. So we're going to go 2 units to the left. So we're going to go over 1, 2. We end right there. But that's not all, right? So actually, that's not it. So let's go ahead and go. So we're going to go 2 units to the left. So we go 1, 2, and then we're going to go 3 units up. So 1, 2, 3. So this is our X prime. Now let's look at Y. So we need to go over 2. So 1, 2, then up 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's our Y prime. Then from Z, we're going to go to the left 2. So 1, 2, then up 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then we go ahead and close in our triangle. So notice we translated this whole image based upon these 3 points, and we just filled in the lines, right? Now, what are the new units, right? So X prime is going to be, this is x, so x is going to be 1, and then 7, because it's 1, and then 7. What's y prime? Well, y prime is, so over 3, up 2, so 3, 2, and z prime is just going to be -4, 0. Now let's go over another way we could have gotten this without actually graphing this. If we just had the coordinates and we had this, or the 2 units to the left and 3 units up. So let's look at x. So if x is 3 and 4, right? So if this was 3, but then we notice that our translation is -2, so, or -2. So we're just going to go ahead and subtract 2 because we're going to the left. Then our y is 4, but we're going to go up, right, 3 units. So we're going to go +3 because going up is positive. So what does that get us? So 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 plus 3 is 7. Notice that checks out, 1 and 7. Now what's y prime? So 5 minus 2, and then we have -1 plus 3. So let's go ahead and go 5 minus 2, so that's 3. -1 plus 2, or -1 plus 3, so that is 2. That also checks out. We have 3 and 2. Now, what about z prime? Well, z prime, right, was -2 minus 2, -3 plus 3. So -2 minus 2, right, we can just think of this as an addition problem of 2 plus 2 and just keep the negative sign. So that's -4. And then we can go 3 minus 3, so that's 0. And we also check that out. So we got to the same answer, but this way, right here, we didn't actually have to graph the different points and then translate it to the new image. So let's go over one last thing. What do we notice about this? Like, what's preserved in translation, right? So that's a really big deal. So notice that we didn't change the shape, right? So the shape is preserved, right? The direction that everything is going and facing is the same. The arrangement, which can also be considered maybe the shape. That's just another way to think about it, arrangement, right? Because we have x on the top and then y on the right, but more to the bottom, and then z on the far down left side. And then another thing, right? So the shape stayed the same, so we can go shape, size. So what does that mean for shape and size? Well, that means the sides, the angles, all stayed the same, right? Right, this is going to be from here to here is the same length as here to here. Or z to y is going to be the same as z prime to y prime. It's the same length on the side. So that is preserved. Another thing then would be, right, the perimeter then would be the same. The area of the triangle would be the same. So all these things are preserved in translation.